Hello, people of the world. Welcome to another episode of Map Talks. I'm Mats, and my sometimes co-host Robert is back from trip abroad.
Hello, people.
Today we are talking about electric cars in Europe, and well, you've been to Europe, sort of. You've been to Montenegro.
Yeah, that's in Europe, so okay. Yeah. I've been 4 weeks in Montenegro, in a town called Herceg-Novi. And what I experienced and saw there was none electric cars. Apart from that, the car park in Montenegro was very
Big variation.
variation. All from new Porsches to old Volkswagen Golf on diesel, and oh my God! When I came home,
sounds nice.
oh,
It smells nice too, I think.
I smelled. Oh. And coming back home to Norway after 4 weeks, there was a relief, and sit in this car and don't smell that. Sorry, I will not say the F word.
Awful.
Awful exhaust, and yeah. And also the taxis. There were 2 taxi companies in Montenegro. One had very new cars like Fiat and so on, and the other had crap.
I see. Well, we've been a little bit to Europe, and we're in Germany last year. Didn't see very many electric cars there. I know they exist, and I know that Norway is sort of in a special situation. Like I can charge, particularly down where I live. I can charge almost anywhere because there's lots of chargers. And I know, but there's sort of a divide going between south and north and south of Europe, and also the east.
I will say that the dividing goes west of Europe and Eastern Europe, West Europe and East Europe. You have a divide in from, if you say like from Poland and down, and you say the east side of Poland. It's the variation of electric cars are not existing. They are almost none.
And then we have England is going on with their government grants. Things are really happening, gathering speed in the United Kingdom. That's brilliant, very good. Germany, she's trying to get on it now properly. They even have, was it Munich and Stuttgart or something, had proposed to have some no-go zones for fossil cars, I think, and throwing them out to the city centers. So things are happening other places than in the EV crazy in Norway too. But the problem for many of the other countries is that in Norway we have very, very high taxes on cars. You're taxed when you buy them, you're taxed if you have a big engine, you're taxed if you have a lot of power, and you're taxed if the car is heavy, and so on. So a lot of all of these taxes are waived on electric and hydrogen cars, which is why very many people are angry at that, because they think you are using our tax money to buy yourself a good conscience and stuff. They don't think of all the money that the oil that has subsided in this country. But there you go. Things are happening in Europe. Denmark, it's the sale of electric vehicles are picking up again. They they had a very, very good incentives, because in the same way as Norway, they have very, very cars are taxed very hard. Then they dropped those incentives for a while, and the sales of electric cars dropped by what, 95% or something like that, almost overnight.
The country we're talking about, it's not very far.
Okay.
This is Poland.
Was it Poland?
Yeah, it's Poland.
Oh.
They want to have 1 million EVs on the road by 2025.
That's impressive. That's a high number.
Yeah.
So,
Especially Poland is the division goes like Poland eastward, and Poland is not known for having a lot of electric vehicles. I've been in Poland twice or 3 times, I think. And I didn't see a lot of electric vehicles. I don't think I saw anyone. So the 1 million EVs by 2025. That's like we say in
That's
Norway.
ambitious.
In Norway, like we say in Norway, it's a hairy goal.
Yes, indeed. So, and then we just popped over the border to Sweden. We're back in Norway now, but there is, of course, EVs in Sweden, but not very many. And they haven't built the charge network out as much as in Norway. It's coming. They're working very quickly on this. And I know a lot of local politicians, a lot of things are happening locally, also in Sweden. But the problem with many places is that they don't have taxes to remove to make the cars cheaper, or as an incentive to buy it. And then, okay, so Swedes, look, the Norwegians managed to do this. Why can't we do it? And so they have now come up with a new system, taxation system, to make it more profitable and more interesting to buy an electric car. So it's going to be interesting to follow the development over there.
Yeah, because if you want, a lot of part of the problem in Eastern Europe is economy. So you have to have some sort of...
Yeah, I was talking about Sweden now. And another problem is, of course, as I've talked about many times, delivery. My Ioniq will arrive hopefully in not too many weeks. I would assume within the next month, the next 4 weeks probably, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you, for instance, if you order a new Kona today in Norway, you have to wait at least 2 years.
That's why it's also that's also with Jaguar, is it?
I think the Jaguar has a waiting list now, as well as at least a year minimum, and I'm sure that Hyundai could get a few more cars, but the thing is that this is a car that have begun to be popular also outside of Norway. So, and that's great. That's brilliant. That means that more people are catching on, which is very nice. But of course, when Germany comes on and all that stuff, which are big markets, let's face it, it's what, 6 and a bit million people in this country. We're not very big, so of course then no one will care about Norway anymore, and we'll have to get even longer waiting lists probably. But
one thing popped up in my head, like when we were in Turkey, a lot of people call that Europe. I don't know why. Some part of it lays in Europe, but not.
Anyway, it's a border country, but yeah.
We saw some electric scooters.
Yeah, we did. That was brilliant.
And I was told in a Facebook group that the city in Alanya is, in fact, they want to have more of these electric scooters to offer to the visitors.
Okay. To rent.
What?
To rent.
Yeah.
Rent a scooter.
But yeah, I think we have not got enough power now. I'm starting to get a little bit hot. So maybe we should wrap it
I
up.
can hear my fans already going wild in the back there.
Yeah.
No, seriously, on the car, the cooling.
And I'm getting
So-
hotter.
So anyway, just a quick update on the EV situation in Europe, Norway, and just generally. Thanks for watching. Do remember to like and share and leave a comment if you want.
Leave a comment if you felt it was okay to have me back.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.